Okay, good afternoon, all of you. We have seen last lecture like what exactly difference between authority delegation and decentralization. We have seen 5 to 6 differences. Then we have seen meaning of staffing. We have seen various definition from Knodes and Donnell. Then we have seen basic things which are included while staffing and how many uh, functions are there of staffing. Then we have seen importance and need of staffing. Then we discussed the function of staffing also. Then we have seen certain advantages why staffing is important and its advantage. Then we have seen certain points to remember or during staffing. And then we started discussion on HRM, human resource management. We have seen there its scope, its functions also we have seen, right? So this much part we have completed. Let us start discussion on performance appraisal. Performance appraisal is also called as a merit rating and also called as a performance evaluation. So performance evaluation, merit rating, performance appraisal, all things are one and the same, right? So what exactly meaning of performance appraisal we have seen in entrepreneurship development also, right? So people say like evaluation of employee, right? So in simple way you can say like generally it is done for the promotion, right? For checking performance of that particular employee in the organization during that year, month or week. So for that purpose this appraisal is important. Generally file promotion, this is very important document for managers. So merit rating or performance appraisal or performance evaluation is nothing but systematic process of knowing how efficiently and effectively the assigned work is carried out by the employee. So what is meaning of performance appraisal? It is a process, systematic process of knowing how efficiently and effectively the assigned work is done by that particular employee. So very simple thing. What they are checking in that performance appraisal, how efficiently and effectively that person has done the job. Getting, and that is nothing but परफॉर्मन्स अप्रायझल. कंपनीमध्ये एम्प्लॉय गेल्यानंतर जॉबच करतो, बरोबर? मग तेवढंच चेक केलं गेलं पाहिजे आणि ते काम कसं केलं त्यांनी, किती इफेक्टिव्हनेसने केलं, किती कमी वेळेत केलं, किती इफिशियंटली केलं. सो चेकिंग दॅट प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ परफॉर्मन्स अप्रायझल. Also it is done for identifying suitability of employees for other jobs, particularly for high responsibility in the organization. पर्टिक्युलर एम्प्लॉयची सुटेबिलिटी, हा व्यक्ती या ठिकाणी सुटेबल आहे का, टू चेक दॅट performance appraisal is very important. And for higher responsibility, if somebody or you are owner of that organization, you want he want to give higher responsibility in the organization, for that purpose that owners generally do performance appraisal. Getting? So what are the benefits of performance appraisal? Let us discuss one by one. It is useful for selection, placement and training of the employees in the organization. Selecting employee for particular job, placing that particular employee at particular job or assigning certain job, and training if that performance of that particular employee is not proper in earlier year or earlier month, then training that particular employee. For that purpose merit rating or performance appraisal plays important role. Then second benefit you can say like information used for promotion and awarding increments. So in the organization there is an increment, right? So salary increment is always there, and even various awards also there in the organization. So how this award giving in authority will understand like whom to give award. So generally this performance appraisal document plays a very important role while giving various awards, even various incentives also, right? Promotion, especially promotion at higher level, getting a higher salary, higher level authority. If you want to become, so performance appraisal plays important role. Then confirm the trainee or not after probation period. So every organization, whenever you will join, there is a probation period, maybe of 1 year, 2 year, right? Or sometime it is a few months also. So after probation period, whether to make that employee permanent or not, how they decide? Based on performance appraisal of that particular employee. They check performance appraisal of last 2 years during probation period, and they think yes, this is the appropriate employee, we should recruit him, right? Or make him permanent, give a permanent order to that particular employee, right? And if that performance appraisal rating is very less, then you have to think about that particular employee. Either you can ask him to leave the organization, right? Or don't confirm that particular employee, or you can give training to that particular employee so that that person will improve. So it depends on policy of the organization. So what organization decides, based on that, manager generally take the decision. Then if you want to discover the special talent from the employees, performance appraisal is very very important. Suppose for certain task, you want to find out a few employees in the organization. Suppose there are 1000 employees in the organization, and you want to find like somebody is expert in the electrical vehicle. That person is having talent, like he can um, find the faults in some of the electrical vehicles. So everybody cannot do this, right? Or sometime checking the quality of product, right? Or finding the fault just by listening the noise of vehicle. So such kind of special talents are there. How you will find out the special talents? If that person has done earlier, so definitely it will be reflected in the performance appraisal, and from that you can discover the such a special talent in your organization. So for that purpose, this performance appraisal is very very important. Next benefit is there, you can place the right person at right job. You can place the right person at right time at right job. Getting? So place them means giving a certain task or appoint certain person for a certain job, right? So immediately, if you are having performance appraisal document, easily you can identify who is the better person for that particular job. Then to conduct various tests in their selection process. So in house also, while giving appointing the project to any of the employee, then they have certain selection process. For example, you have 10 designers and you need only 2 designers for certain project. And almost suppose as per the performance appraisal, you think like all are better designers, but I need only 2 for this project. So how they select only 2 out of 10? They conduct the test for selection, and they appoint that particular person for particular project. Also, this performance appraisal helps employee to improve their moral and performance also. So they will understand, yes, somebody is evaluating me, and they will try to understand, yes, somebody is evaluating me through performance appraisal means I should get improved, and they will think like I should give a better performance because somebody is going to check me after 1 year through performance appraisal, and in this way they improve their moral also and performance also. And they will understand it is account, somebody is counting it, somebody is observing it, somebody is going to count it. Then they will think like we should improve, right? So for that purpose also, this performance appraisal is a important thing. Then some essentials are there for good merit rating. It must be supported by top management also. It should not be like that only managers are doing performance appraisal but top management is just throwing it. They are not understanding, yes, they think like it is not important. That should be supported by top management also, and top management should give that promotion and all this through this kind of appraisal. Then next one is that it should focus on job related behaviors only. Performance appraisal should be done for job, nothing else. Sometimes people say like his behavior is not good. Which kind of behavior other than job? He's doing everything good, but suppose boss is thinking like he's not talking with me properly, he's talking arrogantly, right? Or he's wasting time. So this is another part. So this merit rating or performance appraisal should be done based on only job related activities, how he is performing in the organization related to job. Let it be his personal life, anything, right? So it should not be included there. Even like politics and all these things we listen from various places, लाईक ह्या व्यक्तीबरोबर पॉलिटिक्स झालं, त्याला असं केलं, त्याला तसं केलं. आपण पिक्चर्स आणि सिरियल्स मधून बघतो बऱ्याच वेळा. तर बऱ्याच वेळा असं परफॉर्मन्स अप्रायझल केलं जातं की पर्सनल रिव्हेंज वगैरे तिथं घेतला जातो. सो इट शुड नॉट बी लाईक दॅट. सो ड्युरिंग परफॉर्मन्स अप्रायझल फोकस शुड बी on only job related activities, nothing else. Okay, then proper education and training should be given. It is not like that suppose somebody is having a bad performance appraisal, so due to his maybe inabilities, certain inabilities. So what is expected from top management? That person should get proper training. It should not be like that he's not, his performance appraisal rating very less, star rating generally people call it as today, nowadays. So if his star rating is only 2 3 every month, every year, so you have to understand this person needs certain training, and it is a role of that particular employer or organization that they should provide training to him, and then you can evaluate. You give training how to operate machine, how to design, how to use software. You train that particular person first, and even though you are training, you are giving everything, still that person is not getting improved, then you can think different. Okay, but at the beginning you have to give training, proper training to that particular person, and then only you have to appraise that particular person. Getting this is general process. Then place employees at the different level. If person is performing well at one place, yes, good. If you are having alternative for that place, you can choose alternative. And who is performing well, who is having capabilities to handle other departments also, or work at other level also, you can change the levels also in the organization. Getting so, and level means that level should not go down, he should be promoted at higher level. Getting, then it should cover all employees of the organization. Performance appraisal should cover all the employees in the organization. It should not be like that you are doing appraisal of only higher authorities, you are doing this appraisal of few people from supervisor, you are not considering your labor or worker helpers. So it should not be like that. Appraisal should be done of all the employees in the organization. अगदी पिऊन पासून ते अप्रायझल झालं पाहिजे. Getting, it is expected, because if you are doing for few people, so it will be injustice with remaining people, and remaining people will think who is counting us, or nobody is observing us, nobody is having on paper related to us. It should not be like that. So everybody's document should be there related to performance appraisal. This is a very essential thing. Provide follow up and giving feedback to employees to improve. Continuously after performance appraisal, you should be behind that particular employee. You should check continuously. Previous year your feedback is like that, so they should check this year also. What is the performance this year? Whether it is improved or still it is going down. So follow up it should be there. So who is doing this activity? Generally HR manager is doing this. Do you know feedback and all this? So it is under the HR department. Then merit rating system revived periodically. Means merit rating should be done, or a revision of it should be done periodically, maybe 6 monthly, yearly, even quarterly. Like that also people do in the organization. So it should be revived periodically. Getting? So this is about the performance appraisal. I hope you got the idea. So remember, when you will join the organization, definitely there will be performance appraisal after few months. So generally people say, I want to take experience of this organization, not required to perform well. But remember, from first day, everybody is watching you. There is a supervisors, there are observers, they observe you. Slides are not visible. Okay, let me see what is the problem. Is it visible now? Okay, thank you, Ram. So remember, I was talking about when you will join any of the organization, your performance appraisal will be there. So don't think like I will be there for 1 year, I will be there for 6 months. Just I want to take experience, and you will have freedom, and you will work like as you feel. It should not be like that, right? So remember, work sincerely. It is going to be considered at the end. Getting? So and every time you have to face this kind of activity. Okay, and especially those who are reporting persons, those people are give generally star rating. So you should behave with your boss properly. You should communicate sincerely, right? So professionally also. So this is expected in the organization. So that's why this performance appraisal is very important for you people. I hope you understood what is that activity and why it is important for you. Okay, so let us discuss next point, training and development. So friends, what is the meaning of training? You understood? Training is very simple term, right? So it is act of increasing the knowledge and skill. Just act of increasing the knowledge and skill is nothing but training. So through training we achieve two things only, knowledge and skills. Getting? And in organization also this training is very important, because technologies are changing, order of that particular customer is always changing, his expectations also changing, right? He is expecting like different technology should be used for production of so and so product. Getting? So that's why every time you will need training. Every time whenever there are changes in the organization, there should be a training, right? And remember, even though after education also, or even after huge experience in the organizations, so still you need training, because changes are happening, right? So in organization variety of changes are happening, that's why training is important. So again, there are specific needs of training. Let us discuss that also. So whenever there is a new environment, that time also you should have training. New working environment, for example, you switched from foundry to let us say this thermal area. Sometime it happens, thermal field, if you join, right? Or casting to foundry to directly rolling related, hot rolling related field. So it's your area, but environment is changing, right? So in such a cases you should have training. So this is the one of the need of training. Then lack of trained personnel. If employees are not trained, they are not knowing about that particular field, then also training is required. Then changing technological environment. सीएनसी मशीन, पूर्वीच्या मशीनलाच बटन अटॅच होते, आता काय झालंय, इवन आवर नॉर्मल कम्प्युटर ऑल्सो गेटिंग सपोर्ट इज अलाउड फॉर करंट सीएनसी machines. So if there is a change happened, so in that case also there should be a training. Then if you are using faulty methods, still training is required. Even prevention of accidents. Friends, many time accident issues are there in the organization. In mechanical industry especially, accident issues are more compared to other field, because physical handling of equipments and raw material and accessories, sub assemblies, components are more, right? That's why accident rate in the mechanical industry is more. So to prevent that, you should have continuous training. It should not be like that it is taken this year. So continuously such kind of trainings must be there. So how to handle machineries, how to handle hazardous products, hot zone if it is there, how to behave in that particular area. So such a trainings are important. So this is one of the need. And promotional training, especially when people promote to, let us take an example of assistant manager to manager, right? So or manager to general manager, let us take example. So promotion is happening. So in that case also your work nature is also getting changed. So in that case also training is essential. Getting so at this situation, at various situation, training is a part of your life. Whenever you will join any of the organization, you have to undergo various trainings, right? So these are the needs of training. Then again, certain importance also there. For example, it increases productivity. Training increases productivity. How? If you train any person, that person will have very less rejection rate, because trained person will follow proper procedure, right? And if you follow proper procedure of anything, so rejection will not be there. So in industry also, if person is trained on CNC machine properly, right? So failure and rejection rate in the product will be very less, and ultimately you can say like productivity is increased. Improves moral of employee become confident. They think like, yes, I know this, how to operate this I know. So people will work confidently with the high moral. Then reduce supervision. So manager will think like, I have confidence, I have trained that person, so he will work confidently, and he will think that no need to check that person, he is doing well, right? So such kind of supervision also getting reduced due to training. Then prevention of accident, definitely people, if information is given to people how to handle the things, right? That kind of training if you'll give, then definitely accidents will be prevented. Then reduce wastage of material. Trained employee will work properly with material, with machine, right? With resources, and wastage will be very less. Then effective utilization of resources. Trained person can utilize a machine effectively. Then whatever resources, raw material, tools, जे काय असतील त्या गोष्टी, सो सगळे युटिलायझेशन ते प्रॉपर करतील. Training offers flexibility also, right? So if you train anybody, that person will be ready to change his domain, he can ready to work at other places also, right? So such kind of various importance are there of training. Getting? So this is about the training and development part. I hope you understood what is meaning of training and how it should be developed with the help of various things that I have explained to you. Then human resource management and selection. This is also one of the beat. Like what is the recruitment process in the organization? Friend, generally whenever in industry people need for certain job, they follow certain procedure. What is the procedure for recruiting the people? They give advertisement and invite the applications. Then they make scrutiny of application, means they go through all the applications and they shortlist it. So shortlisted people will be called for preliminary interview, and if they found like people are appropriate, they conduct test also, they conduct group discussion also, various business games, and they take interview. Then yeah, they check reference also, right? From whom whose reference you joined, especially I'm not talking about the campus drive, right? So that procedure is different, but in organizations while recruiting they follow this procedure. Then they go for medical examination also. Not all the organizations, but many of the MNCs are doing this medical examination also. Then they're taking again final interview and they selecting the people, and at the end they place and they have induction program for all the employees. Okay, so this is a small procedure of recruiting the people, as you know, all this thing. Okay, so with this, let us discuss content beyond syllabus. Whatever points we have discussed till now related to staffing and this organizing is completed here. I hope you understood the concept of staffing, organizing, then training, performance appraisal. Okay, so if any doubt is there, you can ask me within 1 2 minutes. Otherwise, we'll discuss one content behind and we'll discuss MCQs. So those MCQs will be important for tomorrow's MCQ test. Tomorrow there will be a MCQ test. So before that, we'll discuss MCQs. Anything related to organizing, anything related to staffing. If anybody want to ask any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, I will proceed to discuss content behind and MCQs. Yes, anybody? No doubt. Okay. So friends, one content behind I have added here, that is management as a profession. So what is the profession? A very well-known term everybody is using, profession. I am in the so and so profession, teaching profession, right? Design profession. So friends, profession may be occupation that requires specialized knowledge and skills, right? Specialization should be there. Getting? So this management can be a profession. So friends, as a result of development, the management has reached to a stage where everything is managed as professionally. Everything is managed professionally nowadays. You take example of various events, event management. This is also a very well known term, right? Many professional people are there, especially marriage management, right? Many people are giving especially high profile people, right? They give that event to somebody to manage. Everything they are managing. Marriage, everything, that task is managed by that particular people, that by through professional people. Even you can say hospital management. आपण बघतो हॉस्पिटल खूप मोठे मोठे असतात आणि त्याच्यामध्ये पण बऱ्याचशा गोष्टी प्रोफेशनली मॅनेजमेंट केलेलं असतंय, बरोबर? व्यक्ती, डायरेक्टर्स, ट्रस्टीज वेगळेच असतात, राईट? पण मॅनेजमेंट करणारे लोक वेगळेच असतात. इवन यू कॅन से हॉटेल मॅनेजमेंट ऑल्सो, हॉटेलिंगमध्ये, बरोबर? हॉटेल मॅनेजमेंटचे तर कोर्सेस निघाले, बरोबर? तर सो आय वॉन्ट टू टेल मॅनेजमेंट कॅन बी अ प्रोफेशन अँड यू पीपल कॅन थिंक अबाउट इट. इवन एअर ट्रान्सपोर्टमध्ये कुठल्या एरोप्लेनचा कधी मेंटेनन्स करायचा, कुठलं एरोप्लेन कुठून कुठे जाईल, कोणत्या तारखे जाईल, त्या दिवशी कोण पायलट असेल, राईट? हे कोण एम्प्लॉईज असतील त्या ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन एरोप्लेनमध्ये, माहिती आहे? सो अशा प्रकारचे वेगवेगळे प्रोफेशन्स मॅनेजमेंटमधून निर्माण झालेले आहेत. सो आय थिंक यू पीपल शुड थिंक लाईक मॅनेजमेंट ॲज अ प्रोफेशन. So especially you can say mechanical engineer with MBA. So you can see such a people are there, managers in many of the mechanical industries. Be mechanical plus MBA. Let it be anything. MBA, let it be HR, finance. So let it be anything. They are managers, right? So I hope you got the idea. So you should look management as a profession. Getting? So with this example, I hope you got the concept of management as a profession. Let us discuss MCQs one by one. So I hope all of you are listening. because last MCQ test I have seen, most of the people those were attending lectures, they could solve test, and they got secure good marks also. But those who are not listening lectures, attendance is poor. For these people, score is quite less. So listen carefully. Few questions I am, especially university questions, previous exam question papers I am referring for these MCQs. So definitely such a discussion will be helpful for your last exam also, ESE end semester examination also. So let us discuss one by one. Question number one, you people can put the your option in chat box. Span of control is decided under controlling function, budget control, planning for project, or organizing. So before that, I hope you know the concept of span of control. So again, I am telling span of control is nothing but how many people one manager can handle. That is nothing but span of control. एक मॅनेजर किती लोकांना हँडल करतो किंवा करू शकेल. सो दॅट इज अ स्पॅन ऑफ कंट्रोल. सो इट इज डिसाइडेड अंडर, स्पॅन ऑफ कंट्रोल इज डिसाइडेड अंडर होम कंट्रोलिंग फंक्शन मध्ये केलं जातं, बजेटिंग कंट्रोल, प्लॅनिंग फॉर प्रोजेक्ट, और ऑर्गनायझिंग. सो व्हॉट इज युअर ओपिनियन, यू कॅन पुट इन चॅट बॉक्स. कंट्रोलिंग फंक्शन म्हणजे मॉनिटरिंग करणे, राईट. बजेट म्हणजे फायनान्सच्या गोष्टी आल्या. प्लॅनिंग फॉर प्रोजेक्ट तो ओव्हरऑल कन्सेप्ट आला. पण इथं फक्त स्पॅन ऑफ कंट्रोलची गोष्ट केलेली आहे. सो व्हॉट इज युअर गेस. अँड ऑर्गनायझिंग म्हणजे सर्वांना माहिती आहे काय, ग्रुपिंग द टास्क, allocating the duties. Anybody, any guess, put in chat box. Anybody want to tell? आपल्या चॅप्टरचं नाव पण आहे ऑर्गनायझिंग अँड स्टाफिंग, राईट. So we have seen friend, under organizing span of control is there, right. So answer is a D. So span of control is always comes under organizing, because in organizing grouping of task activities, they are assigning task, assigning the this resources, right. So manager do this with the help of his span. So span of control is always under the organizing. Then next question, just few minutes before we have discussed related to performance appraisal. In the, I am reading the question. In the most of the organization, you can see on screen also. In the most of the organizations, performance appraisal is carried out, and the main responsibility of performance appraisal is given to production department, marketing department, human resource department, purchase department. To whom this responsibility is given? Performance appraisal. Exactly. So Srirang, exactly, you are right. So human resource department, right. So performance appraisal responsibility is always with human resource department. Then next third question I am reading. Territorial departmentation is especially attractive to fill in the blank, medium scale, small scale, all scale, or large scale. So you know meaning of territorial department. से झोन वाइज डिपार्टमेंट केलेले असतात. सपोज मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट आहे, सो नॉर्थर्न मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट, साऊथर्न मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट, वेस्टर्न मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट, असं डिपार्टमेंटचे टाईप बघितले आपण, बरोबर. डिपार्टमेंटेशन मध्ये त्याला टेरिटोरियल डिपार्टमेंटेशन म्हणायचं. मग हे कुणाला सुटेबल आहे किंवा अट्रॅक्टिव्ह, कुठल्या स्केलच्या ऑर्गनायझेशनला ते अट्रॅक्टिव्ह आहे. medium, small, all scale, or large scale? Any guess? So for large scale, friends, because in a big zone they are working, so small organizations are generally doing their marketing or activities in local areas only. So large scale people can take such kind of marketing issue or territorial department they can make at various places, right? So that's why answer is a large scale. For large scale, organizations can offer such kind of departmentation, right? Then next question, fourth number. Organization structure is primarily concerned with fill in the blank of task and authority. Organization structure is primarily concerned with what? They have given two hints here: task and authority. Task can be allocated and authority can be delegated, right? So remaining options are not true. Allocation and delegation is the answer here. Getting so task and authority related fill in the blank is there, right? So task can be allocated, authority can be delegated. So answer is allocation and delegation. Answer A. Then next fifth number question. To what does authority refers? The ability to organize people, the power to command or and direct, the need for order, the right to change jobs. ऑथॉरिटी कोणाला म्हणायचं? लोकांना फक्त ऑर्गनाइज करणे म्हणजे ऑथॉरिटी आहे का? का पॉवर जे काय ऑथॉरिटीला दिलेले असते त्याचा वापर करून कमांड करणे आणि सर्वांना डायरेक्शन देणं इज द ऑथॉरिटी, और द नीड फॉर ऑर्डर एक नुसती गरज आहे म्हणून आहे का? का द राईट टू चेंज जॉब व्यक्तींचे जॉब चेंज करणे एवढंच ऑथॉरिटी आहे का? सो व्हॉट यू फील? टू व्हॉट डज ऑथॉरिटी रेफर्स? नुसतं लोकांना ऑर्गनाइज करणे पण ऑथॉरिटी नसू शकते. कोणी पण ऑर्गनाइज करेल काम, बरोबर. बट ऑथॉरिटी इज नथिंग बट along with power he is commanding, also directing the people for achieving the organization's goal. So answer is a B. Then 6 number question. What one of these is not a recognized type of authority? Executives, functional, line management, and supplier. Line management means exact those who are working on shop floor, so they have chain with everybody, right? One person is linked to other. Is supplier authority? Supplier just giving the material. For example, is he authority? No, you are giving money to him, that's why he's giving material to you. Getting? So supplier cannot be authority, but remaining like executives, functional managers, line management, all are the authority. Supplier cannot be authority. सप्लायरला काय अधिकार नसतात, त्याला काय अधिकार काम असते त्याचं पैसे घेणे, मटेरियल देणे, बरोबर. सो supplier is not a authority. Next 7 number question. From what does a chain of command extend? Very common question. Okay. From what does a chain of command extend? वरून खाली जाते, खालचा व्यक्ती वरच्या व्यक्तीला ऑर्डर देतो का वरचा व्यक्ती खालच्या व्यक्तीला ऑर्डर देतो आपल्या ऑर्गनायझेशन स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये? सो टॉप टू बॉटम, डायगोनली लॅटरली वगैरे तर काय देर इज नो सेन्स, राईट? सो बॉटम टू टॉप डेफिनेटली नो. सो टॉप टू बॉटम from CEO to general manager, then various managers, assistant managers, supervisors, that chain we have seen, right? So top to bottom is the approach generally for chain of command. So answer is a B. Then 8th number question. Organizational decisions are made by, who is taking organizational decision? Directors, managers, managing director, or none of these? Any guess? This is also common sense. You can say very general knowledge question. Managers, right? So every day managers are responsible for all the activities in happenings in the organization. Barabar. The manager is a person who take generally organizational decisions. Then ninth number, a proper organization avoid duplication of action, activities, assets, or none. What is the answer? This is also general knowledge question, you can say. Assets duplication झालं, very good. Assets म्हणजे machineries. Okay. Action, very good. But activities, if you are doing again same activities again and again, or many people are doing same activities unnecessarily, so you cannot say this is a proper organizational structure, right? So activities is the answer, right? Power is the ability to do something, anything, order, or none. Power means authority related power we are talking about here. Power with authority is the ability to do something, not anything. Means person is having power means he cannot do anything. Yes, he can do something for the organization, but not anything. So answer is something, not anything. Next question, authority and responsibility should be equal, not equal, effective, none. So this is also general knowledge question. I expect answer from you people. Exactly, Srirang. So answer is equal. So authority and responsibility should be equal. If authority is high and responsibility is not there, so there is also not no problem. There is no value to it, right? Or responsibility is high and authority is not there, so that is also not good. So whatever authority you are having, so responsibility should be equal. Both should be equal. Very general knowledge question. Then responsibility is an obligation to carry out the certain task, talk, test, none. Anybody else? This is also a very general knowledge question, you can say. Responsibility is an obligation to carry out certain task, right? Not talk, taste. So there is no sense to this next options. But task, responsibility is an obligation to carry out the certain task, right? Responsibility कशासाठी असते? काही टास्क असेल तर त्याची रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी असू शकते, बरोबर? Then next 13 number question. We have still 10 minutes. We'll cover still I have few questions with me. Operational authority is to carrying out the work, supervisor. Authority means actually those who are doing operations, various operations in the organization. Operations means suppose person actually manufacturing the product, person checking quality of product in department, person doing the this design in the department. So such a people are operational authorities. So operational authority is carrying out for the work, not words, right? So there is no sense to this option word. And supervisor also. Next question, very general knowledge question. Just we have discussed regarding this also. The number of subordinates that manager can manage. The number of subordinates that a manager can manage is called as delegation, span of management, development, none. So very general knowledge question. Somebody can put in chat box. Exactly B, span of management or span of control. Both things are same. Huh? So if option they will change span of management or span of control, answer is same. So एक manager किती subordinate handle करतो त्याला span of control किंवा span of management म्हणलेले. So again, a general knowledge question. Aptitude test consists of attitude test, intelligence test, interest test, or all. So you should answer. Everybody should answer for this question. So this MCQ is related to our training. Okay, training, conducting exam that we have seen right in previous bit. Any guess? Aptitude test मध्ये काय असतं? Attitude, intelligence, interest. So all things are there. Remember always. So aptitude test basically we feel like this clock, calendar. So this is not only aptitude test. Yes, it is there, but it consists of attitude test also, interest test also. So answer is a all. Next question. Shifting a trainee from one job shifting a trainee from one job to another job is known as job rotation, job playing, programmed learning, or none of these. General knowledge question, you should answer it. We have discussed already on this point. Job rotation, right? So generally job rotation is the task many time to make people all rounder in the organization. Many people go for the job rotation system in the organization. So shifting a trainee from one job to another job is called as a job rotation. Next question, performance appraisal serve as a basis for training, promotion, performance staffing. For what purpose it is there? Performance appraisal, basic need that we have discussed few minutes back. I think second last bit that we discussed today. Promotion, performance appraisal is for promotion only, right? Evaluating the people and promoting at higher level. Not finding the mistakes and training them, wasting money. For that purpose it is not there. Yes, if somebody is not doing anything, he is always performance is poor, for such people training is there. But basic purpose of performance appraisal is to promote the people, right? So answer is a promotion B. Then fill in the blank. Is the concern with developing the employee in the present job? Manpower planning, on the job training, job description, none of these. So name itself is telling training the employee in the present job is nothing but on the job training. On the job training means what? Person is doing the task, right? But he is not doing alone. He is having one subordinate along with him, and he is doing that work. So such kind of training is trainings are called as a on the job training. So answer is a B. Management is a fill in the blank activity. Management is a fill in the blank activity. कुठली single, group, both group and single, none. So somebody can answer for this. This is also general knowledge question. Management single activity है का single व्यक्तीची का group activity है or both group or single? Exactly, Deepak, you are right. Group activity. Management is a group activity. One person cannot do, right? Only manager will keep on managing, doing management of organization, but his subordinates are not supporting. Then there is no sense to that kind of management. So in group, that activity should be there. So answer is a B, group. Then management applies to business unit, family, government, all. So I hope everybody will answer here. Management applies to what? Business units means organizations. Family means our family, individual family, 5 member, 10 member. Government, you can say central government, state government, local government. And last option A, all. Any guess? No? Friends, management is required everywhere. Even I will add one more thing, like in personal life also. बिझनेस युनिट ऑर्गनायझेशनला तर लागणारच आहे. फॅमिलीमध्ये पण मॅनेजमेंट लागणार आहे. आपण म्हणतो घरामधील सगळ्या गोष्टी मॅनेजमेंट करायला लागतात, अगदी ग्रॉसरी पासून, बरोबर. लाईट बिल जर भरलं नाही, व्यवस्थित मॅनेजमेंट नसेल तर लाईट बिल नसेल तर कट करतात, बरोबर. गव्हर्नमेंटात मॅनेजमेंट पाहिजेच. इव्हन मी सांगतो पर्सनल लाईफ मध्ये सुद्धा मॅनेजमेंट पाहिजे. सो आन्सर इज ऑल. गेटिंग. सो यू कॅन सी लाईक इट्स 158 की मॅनेजमेंटच करावं लागतं. एका तासामध्ये काय शिकवलं पाहिजे, बरोबर. एमसीक्यू झाले पाहिजे, त्याच्या आधी 5-2-3 बीट आहेत. हे असं काय रँडमली होतं का? नाहीये. सो इन पर्सनल लाईफ ऑल्सो मॅनेजमेंट इज इसेन्शियल. इव्हन इन युअर स्टडी ऑल्सो मॅनेजमेंट इज इम्पॉर्टंट. एक्झाम मध्ये पेपर लिहिताना सुद्धा तुम्हाला मॅनेजमेंट करावं लागतं, कुठल्या प्रश्नावर किती वेटेज द्यायचं, बरोबर. सो आय होप I have discussed ample MCQs for you people. So is there any doubt in this MCQs? Anything you have not understood? Very simple questions are there in management, especially in this chapter. Very general knowledge questions are there. Easily you can understand this. Anything anybody want to ask, or should we stop here now? So if no doubt, then put your chat box number in chat box once only and quit the meeting.